All right, let's take a look at this demo app we built using Glide with Neon's Postgres database as the backend. So this is a really simple app. We're calling it Travel Buddy. And what it lets you do is add a city, add a country, and it will work a little AI magic. So let's put in a city and country here. Let's do Berlin, Germany. What's happening behind the scenes is we're doing a few things. We're generating a list of things to do with AI, and we're also generating a summary of the city, and we're loading up this nice little header. So what's happening on the back end? If we go over to the data editor, what we see here is this public destinations table, and this is a live two-way sync with our Neon backend. We can see some of the other cities we have in here, but here's that entry we just added for Berlin. So we have the things to do list here. It's stored in plain text. Same thing with just the description, but we have a couple other things happening as well. We have this prompt column, and what this is, it's called a template column. So it's a computed column. And what we're doing is we are pulling in some of these values from other columns in the table. So we have this city and country variable set here, and then skyline. And what we're doing is just pulling in those values, right? So for this row, we're pulling in Berlin and Germany to create the template Berlin, Germany skyline. Now, what are we doing with that? Well, over here, we have this other column, and this is an integration we have with Pexels. In this column, what we're doing is we're saying, let's go and fetch a stock photo based on the search query that we've created with that template column over here. That's going to be our prompt. And we're going to get an image, and we're going to store the URL of that image in this column. And then that URL gets set as the background image for this container component. So there's the background image value being set here, and that's coming in from our data. Now, what about this fun stuff here? We have the things to do and the descriptions. These are being generated by AI, but where is that happening? Well, the way we've done that is when you add a new destination to the list, we have this form that comes up that asks for a city and a country. And what we're doing on this form is triggering an action. So the form submission here, we have these two little fields. It points to public destinations. So we're going to add a new entry to that table. And then we're going to trigger this new destination action. Now, this is a custom action. Let me show you how that's working. So over in the actions editor here, go to the new destination actions, and it's a very simple setup. So what we're doing is we're saying when someone interacts with that data, with public destinations from that add form screen, we're doing a few things. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take them to the detail screen for that item that they just added. And then we are going to use our Glide AI action to generate a result. We're using the generate text action, and we're giving this prompt, give me a list of 5 things to do in this city. We input the city name, and the result we're going to store in that things to do column. So all of the AI action is happening here, and then the returned value gets stored. And we do the same thing again here. Another generate text action, describe the following city, give it the input of city name, and the result is description. So this action runs, and then it stores the value in our public destinations table. So let's do that again. Let's do Madrid. I'll hit submit. We come to the detail screen. Pexels loads the background image for the header. We get the things to do first, and the summary is a bit of a heavier lift, so that gets generated last. But there we go. So now we have this added to our row. It's showing up here. And you may have noticed that I'm doing all this interaction within the builder. So that's another beautiful thing about Glide, is that you're actually working with your app as you're building it. It's fully interactive, and you can do things like test out what it looks like on different screen sizes. So we have this fully responsive preview, and it's just a really nice way of testing your app, using your app as you build it.